Hi guys, this is Dhruv and I'm back with a new video, but this time on maths. I found an interesting math trick that I would like to show you. I made up this trick. This can be really useful in some cases. It is used to find the sum of all consecutive numbers from 1 to any positive number you please. With all this being said, let's get started. Alright, now let me share the whiteboard. Okay, now today I'm going to be showing you two tricks. The first trick is for odd numbers and the second trick is for even numbers. Now suppose you choose the number as 8 and you want to know the sum of all numbers from 1 to 8. In this scenario, 8 is even. So you would be using trick 1. Trick 1 is for all the numbers which have the largest number as even. As for trick 2, it's for odd. Suppose you choose the number as 9 and you want to know the sum of all numbers from 1 to 9. So in this scenario, 9 is odd. First, I'll just note it down. 9 is odd. In this scenario, you would be using trick 2. Now I'll be starting with trick 1, which is even. I'll be showing you two numbers for proof. The first number will be small, the second number will be big. It'll be for each trick. Okay, now I'll start with the even number trick. The formula is some number, I am taking it as n multiplied by n by 2, the whole thing is bracketed, plus n by 2. So you take the number as 8 and with this formula you'll get the sum of all numbers from 1 to 8. So which means n is 8 and let's replace the formulas n with 8 which means 8 into 8 by 2 plus 8 by 2. Now with the Wadman's formula, let's start with the smaller brackets. 8 multiplied by 8 divided by 2 is 4 plus 8 divided by 2 which is 4. Okay, now 8 into 4 is 32. We simplified the bigger bracket now and then we have to add 4 to this which is nothing but 36. So the sum of all numbers from 1 to 8 is 36. Okay, that's what we got with the formula. Now let me show you with the calculator. Okay, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8. We got the answer as 36. And that's what we got with the formula. Okay, now that's what we did with a small number. Now let's do with the bigger number. Let's say 100. I'll share the whiteboard again. Okay, so now n is 100, which means we have to find the sum of all numbers from 1 to 100. Okay, now let's use the formula. 100 multiplied by 100 by 2 plus 100 by 2. Alright, now let's simplify this. 100 multiplied by 50 same plus 50. Now 100 into 50 is 5000 plus 50, which is nothing but 5050. We have done this with the formula. Now let's use the calculator. And I'll just do. Okay, now 100 is a really big number, so I won't go from 1 to 100. I will go from 100 to 1. 100 to 1. It's gonna be really slow, so I'm gonna time lapse the video. Okay, as you can see, I have added from 100 till 1 and the answer which I have got is 550. It's the same answer which I have got in the formula. Okay, so that's what we did for the even number trick. Now let's do the same with the odd number trick. Okay, so as you can see, I've already kept the formula ready. The formula for the odd number trick is n, any number, but I'll take it as n multiplied by half of n plus half of 1. So let's take n as 9, which means we have to calculate the sum of 1, 2, 3, so on to 9. Now let's do the same formula but replacing n with 9, which means 9 multiplied by half of 9 or 9 by 2 plus 1 by 2. If we do this way in the way of fractions, 9 by 2 plus 1 by 2, we get the answer as 10 by 2. Further simplified, 5 by 1, which is nothing but 5. Now we have to multiply 9 by 5, which we get as 45. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus continued like that till 9 is equal to 45. Now let's do the same thing in the way of decimals. 9 into, instead of 9 by 2, we'll keep it as 4.5, because 9 divided by 2 is 4.5, plus 1 divided by 2 is 0.5 or 0.5. Now add 4.5 and 0.5, we get the answer as 5. So we have to calculate the product of 9 and 5, which we get as 45, the same answer. Okay, so this is what we did for this formula. Now let's do the same with the calculator. Now let's just calculate it. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9. The answer is 45. Okay, we have done this with a smaller number. Now let's go for a bigger number. Let's say 135. Okay, I'll just share the whiteboard since our number we have chosen our big number. Okay, I've already erased the whole thing. Okay, so let n be 135, which means we have to calculate the sum of 1, 2, 3, so on till 135. Okay, okay, that's where we got all correct. Now again, just like we did before, let's replace n with 130 with the number 135. 135 multiplied by 135 by 2 plus 1 by 2. Ah, okay, now let's solve this. Let's solve the brackets first fractionally this time. 135 by 2 plus 1 by 2, which is nothing but 136 by 2. Let's simplify this. We'll get um, 68 by 1, which is nothing but 68. I mean 68. So 135 into 68, let's do the calculation here. 8 5 are 40. The answer we get is equal to 0.9180. So, okay, that's what we did for fraction. Now let's do it again decimals this time. 135 multiplied by 135 by 2, which is nothing but 67.5. And then we have to add that, we have to add that to 1 by 2, which is nothing but 0.5 or 0.5. Now we just simplify the brackets. 67.5 plus 0.5 is equal to 68. The same calculation as we did here. So we get 9180. Now just like we do before, let's use the calculator. I've erased all these. Now I have to calculate from 1 to 135. But actually we don't have to do that much because we already know from 1 to 100, which is 5050. So I will add 101, then 102, and so on till 135. I'll be time lapsing from here. Okay, I have added this whole thing and I've got 9180. The same answer as I've got in the formula. Okay, summary. The trick for odd number is n multiplied by n by 2 plus 1 by 2. The trick for even is n multiplied by n by 2, the whole thing bracketed, plus n by 2. Thank you guys for watching my video. If you did like it, please like, share it, and of course, subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye.